Bhagavad Gita, Selections for Jnana Yoga. I will teach you the secret knowledge, since you are open-minded. It is a knowledge of the mind and a knowledge that transcends the mind, by knowing which you will be released from evil. Idam tu te guhyatamam pravakshyamyanasuyave jnanam vijnana sahitam yajñatva mokshyase shubhat. There was never a time when I did not exist, nor you, nor these kings, and we shall ever exist hereafter. Natvevaham jatu nasam, natvam neme janadhipa, nachaivana bhavishyama sarve vayamatah param. As the embodied soul passes through childhood, youth, and old age, so does it pass through death. The self-composed man is not disturbed by it. Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara tatha dehantara praptir dhiras tatra na muhyati. The unreal does not exist. The real forever exists. Those who see the essence of things have perceived this dual truth. Nasato vidyate bhavo na bhavo vidyate satah ubhayorapi drishtontas tvanayos tattvadarshibhihi. That which extends all this is the imperishable. Nobody can cause the immortal spirit to perish. Avinashi tu tad vidhi yena sarvamidam tatam vinasham avyayasyasya na kaschit kartum arhati. Bodies have an end, but the embodied being is infinite, indestructible, illimitable. Therefore fight, O mighty one. Antavanta ime deha nityasyokta sharirina anashino prameyasya tasmat yudhyasva bharata. He who thinks the soul is a slayer and he who thinks it is slain, neither of them know that it does not slay, nor is it slain. Ya enam vetti hantaram, yaschainam manyate hatam, ubhau tau na vijanito, nayam hanti na hanyate. The soul is not born, nor does it ever die, nor once it has passed does it not return. It is unborn, eternal, ever existent, ancient. It is not slain with the slaying of the body. Na jayate mriyate va kadachin nayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuyah ajo nityah shashwatoyam purano na hanyate hanyamane sharire. One who knows the immutable as the imperishable and immortal, how can he hurt or slay anyone? Veda vinashinam nityam ya enam ajam avyayam katham sa purusha partha kam ghatayati hanti kam. As a man casts aside worn out clothes and wears new ones, so does the soul cast aside worn out bodies and takes on new ones. Vasansi jinani yatha vihaya navani grinnati naroparani tatha sharirani vihaya jinan yanyani sanyati navani dehi. Weapons cannot break it, nor the fire burn, or the waters drench it, or the wind dry. Nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavakaha, na chainam kledayantyapo, na shoshayati marutaha. It is unbreakable, incombustible, cannot be drenched or dried. The eternal goes everywhere, yet stands in one place and remains unmoving. It is ever existent. Achedyoyam adahyoyam akledyo shoshya evacha nityah sarvagatah sthanur achiloyam sanatanaha. It is described to be unmanifest, unthinkable, immutable. Therefore, knowing it as such, you should not grieve. Avyaktoyam achintoyam avikaroyam uchyate. Tasmat evam viditvainam nanu shochitum arhasi. Even if you think it is forever subject to birth and death, still you should not grieve. Atha chainam nitya jatam nityam va manyase mritam tathapi tvam mahabaho naivam shochitum arhasi. Death is certain for one who is born, and birth is certain for the dead. Therefore, you should not grieve for the inevitable. Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityur dhruvam janma mritasya cha tasmat apariharyerthe na tvam shochitum arhasi. Beings are unmanifest in the beginning, manifest in the middle, unmanifest upon death. What is there to grieve here? Avyaktadini bhutani vyakta madhyani bharata avyakta nidhananyeva tatra ka paridevana. Some look upon it as a mystery, some speak of it as a mystery, others hear of it as a mystery, and even after hearing of it, none know it. Ascharyavat pashyati kaschidenam ascharyavat vadati tathaiva chanyah ascharyavat chainamanya shrunoti shrutva pyenam veda na chaiva kaschit. One who has cast aside all desires born in the mind and is satisfied in the self by the self, such a person is stable in intelligence. Prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manogatan atmanye vatmana tushtaha sthita pradyas tadochyate. When assailed by sorrows, he is calm. Amidst pleasures, he desires not. He is free of attachment, fear, and anger. Such a person is stable in intelligence. Dukkheshvanudvignamana sukheshu vigataspriha vitaraga bhayakrodha sthitadir muniruchyate. Whether good or evil come to him, he remains unaffected and neither rejoices or hates. Such a person is stable in intelligence. Yaha sarvatran abhisnehas tat tat prapya shubhashubham nabhinandati na dveshti tasya prajya pratisthita. Just as a tortoise draws its limbs into the shell, he draws in the senses from their objects. Such a person is stable in intelligence. Yada samharate chayam kurmonganiva sarvashaha indriyarthebhyas tasya prajya pratisthita. The sense objects do not affect him who is uninterested in them, but their taste remains. The taste also ceases when the Supreme is seen. Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehinaha rasavarjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate. When the mind follows the senses, the intelligence is carried away, as the wind carries the ship away on the sea. Indriyanam hi charatam yan manonu vidhiyate tadasya harati prajyam vayur navamibham vasi. Just as men approach me, so do I accept them. Men follow my path in every possible way. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tans tathaiva bhajamyaham mama vartmanu vartante manushya partha sarvashaha. As a fire turns its fuel to ashes, so does the fire of knowledge turn duties to ashes. Yathaindhansi samidhognir bhasmasat kuruterjuna ज्ञानाग्नेः सर्वकर्माणि भस्मसात् कुरुते तथा. There is nothing purer than knowledge in this world. The man who is perfected by yoga eventually finds it within. Nahi jnanena sadrisham pavitram iha vidyate tat swayam yoga samsiddhah kalenatmani vindati. The self-controlled man, concentrated in the divine, who has faith in him, attains knowledge. With knowledge, swiftly he reaches the supreme peace. Shraddhavan labhate jnanam tatpara sanyatendriyah jnanam labdva param shantim achirenadhigacchati. One must uphold oneself with the higher self and not cast oneself down. For the higher self is one's friend and the lower self is also one's enemy. Uddharet atmanatmanam natmanam avasadayet atmaiva hyatmano bandhur atmaiva ripuratmanah. Among thousands of men, one strives after perfection. Of those perfected ones, one knows me in all my principles. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschit yatati siddhaye yatatam api siddhanam kaschit mam veti tattvataha. There is nothing beyond me here. Each is a pearl strung on a garland I wear. Matta parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya mai sarvamidam protam sutre manigana iva. 4 kinds of men of good deeds worship me: the suffering, the needy, the curious, and the wise. Of these, the knower, who is ever in union with the divine and single-pointed in devotion, is the best. He loves me intensely, and he is my beloved. Chaturvidha bhajante mam jana sukriti norjuna arto jijyasur artharthi jnani cha bharatarshabha tesham jnani nityayukta eka bhaktir vishishyate priyo hi jnanino tyartham aham sacha mama priya. After many lives, the wise surrender unto me. Very rare is the great soul who knows that Vasudeva is all that is. Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapadyate Vasudeva sarvamiti sa mahatma sudurlabha. In whatever form the devotee wants to worship, I make his undeviating faith firm in itself. Yo yo yam yam tanum bhaktah shraddhayarchitum ichhati tasya tasyachalam shraddham tam eva vidadhamyaham. The immutable is like the Ashwatha tree, but with the roots above and the branches below. Its leaves are the hymns of the Vedas. He who knows it understands the Vedas. Urdhva moolam adha shakham ashwatham prahuravyayam chandansi yasya parnani yastam veda sa vedavit. There are 2 spiritual beings in this world, the immutable and the mutable. The mutable is all these existences. The supreme essence is called the immutable. Dva vimau purushau loke ksharash chakshara evacha shara sarvani bhutani kutastho kshara uchyate. The Lord, seated in the heart of all beings, whirls them around by his maya as if they are mounted upon a machine. Ishvara sarva bhutanam riddeshe junatishtati Brahmayan sarva bhutani yantra rudhani mayaya.